Hey everyone, today's recording is dedicated to all our switch enthusiasts. Yes, we are going to explore a lot of the new monitoring and management features that we have recently introduced to Aruba Central that is just all about switching. So firstly, let's explore some of the new monitoring functionality that's been introduced. So as we can see here, a very clean dashboard giving me options, allowing me to display additional variables that I may be interested in. Now let's delve into the status of this particular switch itself. Okay, first I'd like to draw your attention to the banner that gives us a snapshot of the switch's overall health. What we're presented with in following are details of the switch's characteristics, the model, how long it's been up for, the firmware it's using, network and hardware details. And as we start to scroll down, we're presented with information around the usage and also if there is any uplink utilization. In this case, this is as we can see here, it's a standalone switch, so I don't expect there to be any uplink utilization. Jumping across to the ports, a graphical representation of the switch's faceplate. So from a help desk perspective, how easy is it for the operator to determine whether or not a switch port is up, down, or if there is an alert associated with it? In addition to this very intuitive faceplate, we present details of the switches interfaces in a tabular format. If we jump across to PoE, okay, as you can see here, we provide a graphical representation of whether or not PoE is available on that port and if the port is actually providing power to the connected device. And again, in the same look and feel, this information is also presented in a tabular format. Now, what I can do here, if I want to understand the different types of device classes that are connected to my network, I can easily change the context to show me PoE class and also PoE priority, because I may have some devices that are connected to the switch that absolutely have to receive power even at the expense of others. From a VLAN perspective, this happens to be one of my favorites. Select the VLAN and it shows me the interface that that VLAN has been assigned to, which is fantastic. Again, no longer do I need to try and visualize what ports VLANs are on. I'm provided with a graphical representation. From the hardware, this gives us an overview of the hardware's operational status of the hardware. So here we can see CPU, memory, and any temperature statistics. This is a fanless switch, hence I don't have any details on the fans to display. From a connected perspective, this would give us a list of the MAC addresses that are physically connected to the switches, but we can also see here a list of intermediate devices. So those are devices that may have other MAC addresses connected to them. Think of your access points, think of other switches, or even potentially hubs. Okay, as we continue across, if there are any events, we also have visibility. So what about stacking? It's here. This screen is depicting a stack of 2920 series switches. The details that we had on the standalone switches are still available. However, there is a new screen where we actually provide information on the stack members. Continuing across to monitor the stacks, we're presented with the faceplate of the stack. So again, a graphical representation of the ports that are being used, along with the tabular format down below. Similar for PoE, which ports are actually drawing power, which ports are not, which ports have PoE enabled. Again, very intuitive and ideal for help desk operators. Coming across to VLANs. The VLANs listed above and then shown below as to what ports reside into what VLAN. And from a hardware perspective, giving an overview of the hardware for the entire stack. And as we've seen with the standalone switches, we'll get details on what devices are connected and of course have a look at the events. Well, that's it for me today. Great selling. Catch up with you soon.